We live in a time and place where content creation is simply a means to an end. It's a vehicle for stardom, fame, and money. And although it's great that so many people are finding success on these platforms, and it's great that platforms like Instagram and YouTube have created systems in which people can make money, I think that creating content just for the sake of vanity metrics and gaining a following to monetize and make money off of it isn't just wrong, but is unsustainable. And it actually leads to worse results than we might think. I want to compare two of the biggest YouTubers and social media influencers who rose to stardom doing completely different things. Someone like PewDiePie, who rose to stardom through authentic videos and connecting with an audience and having a purpose and intention behind that. And someone like David Dobrik, who blew up on fast-paced, fun, entertaining vlogs with not much substance and later to find out not much authenticity. And the point of this video isn't to bash anybody or to put anybody on a pedestal, but it's simply to analyze the power of mindful content creation and why I believe that connecting with an audience and actually pushing a message outside of just vanity metrics is really important, and how it will lead to a bigger success than that of those who do the opposite. And if you don't believe me, then believe the stories of these two creators that we're gonna dive into in this video.
And I would yell out, PewDiePie! They told me I could become anything.
That's gonna be a bait.
So today I'm giving Heath my brand new car. Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at
Yo, what's good? My name is Andres Tagliaferro, but you can just call me Tags. And on this channel, we talk about all things content creation and entrepreneurship. So if you want to learn how to make better content and make money doing so, you're going to want to subscribe and like the video so the YouTube algorithm shows you my videos more often. But the first thing I want to tackle in this video is I want to define what mindful creation is. In fact, I did a Google search because I had the idea and I wanted to find a way to phrase it best. And so I Googled it, and it is actually a term that's being used today. And I'm gonna read it right now. Mindful content creation is a process of creating purposeful and intentional content that resonates with a target audience. I think if you're a content creator and you're building any sort of personal brand or anybody else's brand through freelancing or whatever, those two things are the most important parts of creating content that actually has an oomph behind it, that actually matters, that actually makes a difference and will actually lead to success. Creating purposeful and intentional content. So that means that we're not just creating a video that we think is going to go viral because we did this or that. We're not just trying to hack the algorithm and find the best hook for this thing, even though that might help with pushing the message. That's not our primary focus. It means that we have a purpose and an intention behind what we're doing. My goal with this channel and every piece of content I put out on every side of social media is to help other content creators succeed in their craft. That is the purpose, that is the intention of my videos. Now, while I am trying to grow and I'm trying to build my platform, it's not just because I want money and I want fame and I want success like a vain content creator might be, because I think that if I have more of an audience, then I'll have more of a platform to share even more tips and maybe even bring people on and have more content creators be impacted. But that's a very important question you have to ask yourself if you're a content creator right now. Does your platform have a purpose? Do you have some sort of mission statement or something that you're building towards that isn't just, 100,000 on YouTube, or isn't just making my first 100K doing it? If you don't have some sort of purpose and intention behind it, then it's gonna fall flat. But the second part of that definition is also important, is that resonates with a target audience. When we're talking about powerful content, right? The power of mindfulness, it's important to know that who we're speaking to is just as important as why we're even speaking in general, or why we're even creating content at all. Having a target audience is super important, and not having one and just simply making videos aimlessly is gonna lead to, again, just delayed failure. You might see success up front and you might go viral a couple times, but there is no feeling of authenticity in that. So it's important. I wanted to look at the definition of what mindful content creation is and give you that idea as you continue in your content creation, because I think it really is important to have something outside of vanity metrics to drive you for two reasons. One, you're not going to be able to push past the struggles that come with trying to grow an audience from nothing if you don't have some sort of innate purpose or meaning in your content outside of a follower count or subscriber count or like count. When you're in video 27 of your upload schedule and the ideas just aren't going, or maybe the algorithm hasn't picked it up yet, what's gonna keep driving you to keep making content? If you're not being your authentic true self and you're not actually trying to push people to learn something or to feel something that you feel deeply for, you're gonna fall flat. You're not gonna wanna do it anymore. Trust me, I've done this. I've tried YouTube multiple times with different niches and different things, and there were things I wasn't passionate about. Yesterday, I was making a video about AI, and I realized I don't even care. And so I had to change the idea. I had to do something that was actually authentic to me. So that's the first thing. You won't last in content. And we're gonna talk about how David Dobrik's career has dwindled because of that here in a couple minutes. But the second thing that's super important about having a goal or purpose outside of just vanity metrics like subscriber and follower counts is that people can feel that in the content. Okay, I hope that when you guys watch my videos, and if you haven't watched any of my videos, go check them out, but I hope that when you guys watch my videos, even if it is a high-paced, highly edited video, you guys can feel something deeper than just an AI script or somebody clearly trying to just get likes and views. I really do try in my videos to only speak about things that I'm passionate about and knowledgeable in. And I don't try to go the viral route because doesn't feel authentic to me. And when I watch other YouTubers try to do things obviously for sensationalism and just virality, I can feel it, I can see it. I can distinguish the difference between somebody who's just really good at their craft and is doing a good job of packaging the content that they're passionate about or using techniques that lead to success, and somebody who only cares about the analytics that lead to success, or somebody who's only posting posts to get money or create a funnel system for their business. Like, I think it's super easy to tell, and I believe that if you're watching this right now and you consume content at large, you know that innately as well. So there is power behind mindful content creation. There is a big lever for growth when you are making authentic content that speaks to you, that does those two things. I want to talk about how PewDiePie nailed this in his whole career, and now is married, has a kid, lives in Japan, and is living out the fruits of his labor for years of posting videos on YouTube. If you don't know anything about PewDiePie, I'm gonna give you a brief synopsis of it. He started as a gaming channel, so if you're not into gaming, that's probably why you haven't heard of him, but he started doing Minecraft playthroughs. He became popular because he was a Swedish guy, blue eyes, blonde hair, good looking dude who was into gaming. But that's not why he became the most subscribed YouTube channel before Mr. Beast. It was because in these gaming videos, he showed these glimmers and glimpses of his authentic self. He connected with an audience. He targeted an audience of gamers who like to laugh and enjoy.
That you're like their friend. And you're hanging out with they're hanging out with their friend.
In a sense, yeah. That's part of the appeal.
But he also did these things that were mindful acts that led to people feeling more connected to him. For example, the way he would close out all of his videos is by fist bumping the camera. And if you know that, you know. He was creating this audience of people who not only just wanted to watch gaming videos, but they wanted to see him play specific games that they liked. They found relatability in that. If you watch any of his videos from start to finish, you get this feeling of, wow, you're sitting in a room with a really cool guy who has really good beliefs, just wants to make other people smile and feel accepted and invited. He did those two things perfectly. He had a purpose behind it. He was intentional in his creation of the content.
When the numbers started to climb, though, I mean, it must have been a little mind-blowing for you, was it?
I never expected it. I've never been the popular guy or whatever, so to all of a sudden be in the situation where there's so many people who loves what you do and appreciates what you do, that's amazing, and I couldn't be happier about it.
He had a target audience who resonated with it. And we can talk about the specifics of why his rise was so astronomical. But there's a lot of gaming channels who do the viral route, who do other things, who at this point in their career aren't doing so well. And you could look at people like Ninja, who, popped off with Fortnite and had huge moments and had huge commercial success and became the face of Fortnite and like e-gaming in general. And now people don't watch his videos as much. Now people aren't as big on him. PewDiePie, to this day, after almost, I think, over a decade of creating YouTube videos and being semi-retired, he doesn't even post as much, garners a lot of attention. People still watch his videos. It's a beautiful thing that he was able to cultivate with his audience that is only able to happen when you are creating mindful content with purpose, intention, and with a targeted audience. On the flip side, you have people like David Dobrik, who, if you don't know his story, let me briefly go into that. David Dobrik is a vlogger who has a Casey Neistat-esque style of content where it was very raw, high cut, but not highly edited footage of him pranking his friend, doing very sensational things like giving his friends the Ferrari party vlogs of like super jokes, super high-paced 4-minute vlogs that, you know, made everybody watch it and feel excited to watch his next one. I was actually a fan of David Dobrik for a long time because he did such a good job of condensing so many little moments of a week or something, and he was just a masterful storyteller through it. It was great. It was great content. But something that you could feel and you could notice as he began to rise in stardom and fame and money is that the purpose of the vlogs was simply just to entertain, and some would say simply just to get clicks, to get views, to get more people to put their eyes on it. There was no like deeper meaning or purpose or intention behind his videos. And I'm sure, you know, he had some way of justifying it in his head that felt good to him, like he was providing people with laughter and, you know, it was jokes and it was entertainment. Like there's nothing wrong with entertainment. And again, I'm not saying it's wrong, but he would do these things and he would come up with these ideas like the car giveaways that now people make fun of because it's so clearly some sort of virtue signal, some sort of look at me, I'm so great and I'm giving stuff away to my friends, I'm such a good person. The way in which he did it and the way in which he said it and the way in which his friends reacted to it after he stopped posting YouTube videos and came out and spoke out against it really showed you how inauthentic it was. You know, there's other channels and other people who I see make videos like buying their mama house where they're being generous and it feels authentic. You can see it on their face, the excitement. Again, it surpasses the screen. You can feel it. When he would do it, when David would do these car giveaways, he would laugh and he would kind of like, you could feel them pushing for a bigger reaction. Look, man, we can tell as people, we can tell when content is just for the wrong reasons. We can tell when we watch a video, somebody just trying to get views, somebody just trying to get clicks, or it's too formulaic. It's so easy to spot. And historically, if you follow David Dobrik's story up until now, you know that his last video he posted was an apology video.
It doesn't feel right to go back to posting like I have been, and it also doesn't feel right to go dark because I love what I do. But I think it is important to show that change is possible.
And now, if you ask me, although David has great commercial success and I'm sure he has businesses, he was not able to get to the same level as a PewDiePie for a very obvious reason. It's not because he couldn't get the views or he couldn't get the eyes or he couldn't get the attention. He had all the attention. But the reason PewDiePie has over 100 million subscribers, David Dobrik has under 13 million subscribers. And now David doesn't post anymore and PewDiePie simply kindly retired and still posts sometimes and lives a private life. The reason why their reputations and what they built are looked at so differently is simply because one person chose the authentic route and the other person chose the fame, money, and, you know, clicks route. So what's the purpose? What's the purpose of this video, right? What's the intention of this video? It was cool for me to put all of this together, you know, on a Notion and like write it all out because it's shaping how I create content in the future, and hopefully it shapes how you create content in the future. Formulaic content or inauthenticity is pushed more than ever. You know, faceless YouTube channels or AI generated content is getting so much attention, and it's so easy for us to want that short viral video to put us and set us above everyone else. It's very tempting to want to take that route, the sensationalism route, the fame, reach for clicks and stuff. The purpose of this video is not only to show you that, like, even if you do get that doesn't mean that you're actually successful, as David showed how you can actually get to a certain level of stardom and fall off because there's no foundation that you built this structure on. Even if you do get the success and you do get the money and you do get these things, if that's your only intention and purpose, you're not going to be able to reach even bigger heights. The purpose of this is not to make you a humble little creator who doesn't have an entrepreneurial spirit or doesn't want to build business or make money doing what they love. That's not the purpose. The purpose is to show you how, if you take the other route, if you take the sensationalism, views and clicks and virality route, it actually does the opposite of what you think it might do. PewDiePie is sitting at 100 million subscribers, has built an amazing career, an amazing life, a wholesome one at that, where he gets to do whatever he wants because he chose to stick to his authentic self when he could have gone for the viral. He could have pushed a little more in this area, and he chose not to. And I think that's something we should all take under consideration when building our personal brands. You're a freelancer or you help other businesses and other creators create content. that's something we should take into account as well. So yeah, don't be David Dobrik, all right? Don't just go for the money. Don't just go for the views. Go for change, go for impact, and think of it. If you don't have that purpose, you don't know what target audience you're trying to reach, you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, I encourage you to go on a journey of self-discovery and try to find that out. So you can actually, first of all, love what you're doing, and second of all, succeed at what you love doing. But if you enjoyed this video and you like what we spoke about and it gave value to your life, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like, and drop a comment. What did you enjoy about it? And what other videos do you want to see me cover, or topics do you want to see me talk about? And if you're having trouble finding your purpose and you don't really know where to start, I actually have a video for you that's going to pop up on my face right now if it hasn't already. And it's all about what people get wrong about life and purpose. So you should go ahead, check it out. But remember, no matter where you are, how many subscribers you have or you don't have, or how much money is in your account, just always remember to stay grateful. And I'll see you over there. Peace.